welcome to Miniatures Rundown. I'm Mitchell.
And I'm Cody.
And today we are looking at the, what do I call it? The Skirmish-plosion.
Skirmish-plosion.
After weeks and weeks of battle tomes and codexes, this week it is all about the skirmish game. We have Kill Team, Soul Shackle, and some of the bespoke teams that came out previously in their own two-player box, and Warcry Blood Hunt, and the previous set, because the one before that I can't recall the name of right now, is already out. So, and then this right here, we got some bikes for Horse Heresy. And we're going to pop that open and see how the bikes look.
And a lot of dice.
That
nobody cares about.
We didn't get one of the dice because it was delayed in the USA, but that's fine because the dice are fine. Just put them all on the screen. You don't have to put them all on the screen. Put them all on the screen and they're okay.
Everybody's seen the dice. Some of them we've seen before, but
interestingly, the Warcry ones, the Hunters and the Jade Obelisk, they were not on the preview article. I don't know why they weren't on the preview article. Anyway,
were they not?
No, they weren't, because we didn't talk about them, and then
you're
they
right.
showed up on our purchase sheet, and I was like,
"You're right."
No,
and
cool.
I think that's probably why I think they already came out.
Oh, fair enough.
But
okay,
maybe we'll check into that.
All right, look at big boy. These are last.
Nobody can see that anyway.
Let's talk about the two redheaded stepchildren. Okay, one redheaded stepchildren and child, and one that's probably still pretty cool. First, we have the Hyrotech Circle. This is the kill team for the Necrons, the new Necron kill team. It has a Cryptek Technomancer, a box for the Immortals, and an upgrade sprue to make an Apprentech, two plasma sites, each with a different little benefit, and the Dispotech, which is basically a Immortal but cooler. And then you can alternately make stuff as, I don't know why they put literally only death marks on the back, but whatever. These guys are reportedly not great. I have much maligned them on the channel already because they could have done way better.
Yeah, and I think just even from an overall hobby aspect, it's just kind of a boring box.
It is. They just got just got is relative, but they did get an update in one of the newest like balance things for Kill Team, and they might be a little bit better after that. They seem fun, but like this didn't need to be a bespoke box. This could have been a White Dwarf team. No problem.
They didn't try very hard for
they did not.
bespoke, but
so yeah, I'm not too excited about this one, and I play Necrons. But yeah, moving on from that one. Next we have slightly cooler Farstalker Kinband.
Everybody loves Kroot.
Basically, so the Kroot are very divided. You either absolutely love them and must have them in every way, or you don't care about them at all. Those are the two options.
Yeah, I am on the side of don't really care about them that much.
Yeah.
I play Tau, and like they're okay looking, but like it just goes from like futuristic robots and all that to kind of
nomads and cloaks and
backwoods type aesthetic. So
yeah.
I mean they're not bad. I don't run them, and I think mostly people, or at least from what I've read, people just want to use these for 40k versus Kill Team.
Yeah.
So, plastic Kroot finally, because
the
old resin Forge World stuff was,
especially the Kroot Hounds, were so bad.
Was terrible. So like that's the biggest benefit in my opinion is if I ever get Kroot, I'm gonna get these instead of going to Forge World.
Yep, that's fair. Again, yeah, you're right. These models look way, way, way better than the previous ones. And if you want to play them in Kill Team, this is the perfect way to do it. As long as you haven't bought the box already.
Right.
Or if you have bought the box and you want more stuff, we'll get to that in a second. So yeah, these guys are great. New models. I don't know how they actually perform in game. I haven't played against these guys yet.
I mean, they were an auto pick in 40k. I don't know how they play in Kill Team.
Yeah. They're an auto pick in 40k. I've literally never seen them on the board.
I think they just got nerfed. I don't remember.
Really?
but
You're blowing me away, Cody.
They're a cheap troop option, and like
they're like cultists.
yeah, they're not good, but they're spammable.
Okay, that can be good.
Like it's a lot of good obsec.
Yeah,
for cheap.
Well, especially obsec.
I haven't played my Tau in a while, but back when I did, everybody was talking about Kroot. Run Kroot. Don't run anything else. Just run Kroot.
We're gonna leave the two big boys for a little bit.
Going off more of what we've already seen.
Yep. So we have move these and flip them upside down. The Hunters of Huanchi.
Yeah.
And the Jade Obelisk for the Seraphon and the Disciples of Tzeentch, respectively. These guys were in the previous Warcry set. They're very, very cool models. Basically, any update to Seraphon is welcome.
Yeah.
And I know, you're specifically interested in Seraphon.
Absolutely.
And these guys are great. Again, I'm not a huge Warcry fan. It's not really the game for me, but the models that they're putting out are fantastic. I can't complain about that.
And it just makes me wonder, like, Seraphon's getting their huge range refresh this year. I wonder if they're even going to bother doing Chameleon Skinks, or if these are just going to kind of be...
These are the Skinks, just don't worry about it.
Pretty much.
Yeah, that's my guess. Same way with the Terror Wings, because they had the Riders before.
Yeah,
Riders.
they were mounted. They were Ripperdactyls and... I forget the other names eluding me, but they were different.
Yeah. So that's probably going to be just a whole new thing, no problem. But like these guys, they're Chameleon Skinks. Come on.
Right.
And then the Jade Obelisk models, I did buy these for conversion reasons because Necromunda has me deep. But these guys are fantastic. It's a new take on Tzeentch. Kind of like blindly following this thing that emerged from a rock, because why not?
Yeah, why not?
And the only thing that I've seen mentioned is in their lore, not a huge lore guy, but in their lore, it says that they basically accepted the gifts from the being that emerged, but in exchange they're slowly turning to stone. And that's not really represented on the models anywhere.
Yeah, because these guys aren't like the Khorne ones, where the Khorne ones know that they're following Khorne. These ones are still like in the dark.
Yeah,
right?
These ones, they're worshiping this thing, and it just so happens to be Tzeentch, or Tzeentch aligned at least. It was the same thing with the Rotmire Creed. They didn't know they were worshiping Nurgle, but it's Nurgle. Which is weird that they departed that with the Khorne guys that we're about to talk about. They're just like, yeah, Canarak's cool.
Yeah. Of the Disciples, these ones are my favorite so far.
Yeah, these are really sweet. I love the like cultist aesthetic to them, and like their armor is great. I love all the masks. I built my priestess with the masks so that they're all the same. You can't really tell. I just love how these guys look, and I'm gonna make them into a Goliath team, because rather than them being like genetically altered, they're going to be magically altered, which is the cool thing I'm going to do with them. Anyway, I need a new box of these, so I'll probably pick these up at some point.
I mean, I'm definitely picking up the lizards.
Yeah.
The Tzeentch guys might come next.
Really?
Yeah.
That's nice.
Probably for kit bash reasons, just like you.
Kit basheries. All right. Moving back to Kill Team, we have the Imperial Navy Breachers. These guys have been showing up everywhere in Kill Team. One of the best teams right now, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Getting some good play because of some of the basically they're very hard to move because they have a thing that's one of their tactics is for a command point. You at the beginning of the turn, you get if they haven't moved yet, you get -1 damage against them.
Oh, wow.
The whole army. They're decently tough. Shotguns are pretty strong. They have a good mix of melee weapons and ranged weapons. And they were the first team that I picked up for Kill Team, and I have 2 boxes, and I'm gonna pick up a 3rd box because I need the 3rd weapon option. It only gives me 2, it gives me 3 heavy weapons, and I only have 2. So
Okay.
Plus, again, I'm playing them in Necromunda because surprise, Mitchell likes Necromunda.
Yeah. I will say, like, from all of these boxes so far, like, ever since they got me into Necromunda, all I can think about is kit bashing Necromunda.
I know, right? I
go home and I look at models, and I'm like, I could put this in Necromunda. That's all I can think about.
I didn't think about it at all, and then I was like, but then I could do whatever I want. So yeah, these guys are great. They're a sweet in game. I love their art aesthetic. They're I think the best looking just regular dudes in armor.
For sure. When these guys first got announced, like way back in their box and stuff like that, I thought it was cool just because they were new and fresh. Like when you see like, you know, human stuff, human this, Imperium that, you know, like they all kind of like either had the Cadia aesthetic or like, you know, Krieg's cool and all, but like these guys are just, they're new. Like we haven't seen anything like them in a very long time.
The previous ones had like the army fatigues and like the bed rolls and stuff like that. They were very specifically that. This is, I feel like, a whole different thing. And
like you think SEAL Team 6, 40,000 years from now, like that looks closer to that than, you know, anything else we've seen so far, in my opinion, at least.
All right. And then on to the one that everybody's clamoring for multiple reasons. Kazarkin. These are the return to the old Kazarkin. There were old Kazarkin. And these ones are apparently like turbo busted in Big 40K right now.
Yes, they. Fun fact: I was just looking up before we started filming. These are the only guys that are sold out everywhere so far. With like how bad this release has been, with like how they they undersold a lot of it. These guys are sold out everywhere.
Wow, even with that fact.
Yes,
that's nuts. It should be mentioned that all of this stuff, especially the models, are super difficult to get right now. Hopefully that will change in the near future. But they're limiting stores. I know we got limited to a very small amount, and we're a larger store.
Yeah.
So hopefully we'll be getting more in soon. But yeah, these guys, I've heard tons and tons of good things about them. I have actually played against these guys, and they did kick my patootie in.
Yeah.
Josh did a little bit of not fully reading a rule, but it's fine. He probably still would have beat me.
Oh, yeah.
I haven't beat him yet. It's fine.
Yeah, I've heard many stories about them already, and everybody's after them.
They are great. We do have, we don't have to grab them, but we do have the rule books out this week,
tons of dice.
Oh, yeah, look at all these dice.
All these dice.
For all the stuff. Kazarkin, Higher Tech Circle if you want Necron dice. The Hand of the Archon. So that's the newest one, but the other newest one is not out.
Yeah, that one got delayed as well.
Farstalkers, blah, 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 blah. All these dice look the same except for the 6. These are at least like slightly different colors.
Yeah, the mixed orange and gray puke looking dice.
Yeah, these are
not a big fan.
Annoying.
These ones, so, you know, dice boring, whatever, blah, 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 overpriced. I like the direction they're going with Warcry dice because they have different colors.
Yes, and that there is a reason for that. In Warcry, at the beginning,
did not know that.
At the beginning of the turn, you roll 6 dice, and that's what your powers are for the turn.
Oh, okay.
Depending on how many duplicates you roll. So they wanted a set of 6 that was different colors. I'm surprised they didn't do 6 that was one color and then the other ones as a set, just a second color. But you know, I'll
just
take
to make
variety.
it uniform and striped. But like, there's a lot of times in 40K when you're shooting with the whole squad to save some time. You have, I've seen players use different colored dice to represent different color weapons just to save some time, some dice rolls.
My las guns are white. My shotguns are this color.
Exactly.
My plasma pistol's this color.
And I was thinking about that. I'm like, I wouldn't mind picking those up for even like say 40K. I mean, obviously you could just buy 3 colors of any other whatever dice, but like if you want cool looking logos and stuff like that. I like the direction they're going with that, and you know, maybe they could do that for some of their larger games to save some dice roll time.
That would be great. Although that does require money, and that is the number one problem. But I'm surprised they did it for that one. It's kind of great.
Yeah. And then, of course, you got the 2 new books. We're not really gonna flip through them. They're just
these are the same books that they were. Shadow Vaults was in the Shadow Vaults ones. You need this if you have the Kazarkin or the Higher Tech Circle. This one is Into the Dark. It is for the Kroot or the Imperial Breachers. We've already seen these.
Yeah.
We're not going to flip through it. And then, on to main event number 1.
Warcry Blood Hunt.
Warcry Blood Hunt. This one has the new... wrong one. Claws of Karanak, the Corn Worshippers, that are slowly kind of turning into What are they called?
Some kind of beast.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember the name is.
Maybe it's in the box.
It's not in the box. They're turning into the bloodhounds.
Bloodhounds.
They're turning into bloodhounds because they like Karadak and he's cool. And then the Askurgan Trueblades,
Close enough.
which are basically vampires that are trying to stave off their hunger.
Yes.
It is an interesting take on the vampires. I'm not really a fan of the armor myself as a Soulblight player. I'm not really a fan of the armor. The Curse Blood, the single werewolf model, is my favorite, obviously, because that thing is cool. But let's pop this open and check out the sprues.
Yeah.
We have some bamboo-looking reed walls and ladders.
Yep.
Some of this, the meat trees, as they are,
The hand trees.
the hand trees, as they are affectionately called, are the terrain for this one. Let's pop that up there. And I have heard that they are very difficult to put together, but these ones look a little bit better play-wise. Looks like it is not the same sprue as the first one, so yeah, that's a separate sprue. So we're going to pop through these sprues real quick. Pause if you like anything you see and want to look at it more. Ooh, that's a big spine. Look at that big spine.
Gross.
I keep putting it too far down. Yeah, again, meat trees, fingernail branches. Why not?
Very weird.
Yeah. God, the like flowing muscle. This would be an interesting thing to paint. As a person who doesn't paint often, this would be an interesting thing to paint, the like musculature on the trees.
It's weird to say, but maybe like some flesh tone contrast paints are going to be your best friend while painting trees.
Yeah, probably. All right, now we have the first Warcry set, which is the Disciples of Karanak.
Mm-hmm.
They are. I thought about getting these guys too for Necromunda because I hate myself and I hate my wallet. But these guys are like everything Khorne, purely melee. I'm assuming purely melee focused. They all have axes and meat hooks and knives, and
one of them is already almost a dog.
Yeah, that is a little. The detail on him is amazing, but I wish he was a little bit bigger. But he is very. Oh my! Look at the
fur.
Look at the fur. That is. I play Space Wolves. That is the most detailed fur I've ever seen on a mini.
Oh yeah, even on this one too. Like
that is some good sculpting.
These are some amazing sculpts.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of the. I don't know, when they're put together and painted, they're just like, cool. But like actually looking at the sprue, they are.
Yeah, highly detailed.
Very detailed.
Yeah.
These are the aforementioned disciples of Khorne that are aware, because if you see on some of their iconography, they have Khorne's logo. So they actually know what they're getting themselves into. And they don't care. They're
like, screw it. Why not? And then the last one in this box is the
Vampire Werewolf
guys. Again, I don't even see where he is. Where's the big boy werewolf?
That's the hand.
Oh yeah, there he is. Again, I wish he was a little bit bigger. I guess I bought Curse City, and the big boy in that is like 5 inches tall.
Oh wow, okay.
He's pretty big, maybe a little bit shorter than that. But I'm interested to see what these guys are like. And I might be buying them eventually, just because. I mean, I play the faction. Maybe they're good enough to play. And if they're anything like the previous ones, they would be battle line, because the Jade Obelisk and what was the one before? The
Hunachi?
Rotmire Creed are battle line for those armies.
Oh, okay.
So maybe these ones are too. That'd be cool. And that's the last one for this box, and rulebook and all that stuff.
Yeah, rulebook.
Bases. Yeah, we don't really need to get it out.
Yeah.
Rulebook, bases.
Stuff that comes in every other box.
Yeah. Nothing.
Playmat.
Nothing
stuff
special.
like that.
We looked at the cool stuff. Okay.
All right, now the one that most people are probably waiting for, if we're being honest.
The Soul Shackle. When I saw that it was the RBTs, I was decently excited. They look good. Josh wants me to insert him here. The extraction squad looks great. except for the leader and his stupid helmet and the circular Vox thing.
Yeah. The headpiece is very on brand with a lot of stuff we see in the Imperium, so like I'm not surprised.
So yeah, like these guys all look great. Doggo, awesome. This guy, he could probably tone it down a little bit.
Yeah, he definitely wants everybody in the room to know that he is the leader the moment he walks in.
Yeah. If I were to pick these guys up, it would probably not be in this box, but it would be when they come out separately, and I'm probably gonna fix him so that he looks less dumb.
Yeah,
but that's just my opinion.
I mean, cut that big thing off and put something a little less obvious on there, and
yeah,
you have the same result.
And as with the previous box for Shadow Bolts, this has most of the terrain is the same. We will get into that once we open the box, but it does have a little extra stuff in there. And then the top, which I have to move this down for, is the Hand of the Archon Dark Drakari. Sorry, guys, Drakari. I almost said.
I like Dark Eldar.
They're not called Dark Eldar anymore. They're called Drakari, just like it's Aladari. Yeah, I know, but it's fine. So these guys look great. I actually specifically know one of our local players, Brian, who's going to be picking up this. In fact, he does not like current Kill Team, and he's still picking it up because the RBTs are so cool.
Yeah, they're going on that same thing I said with the Breachers. It's just kind of something Imperium we haven't seen before.
Yeah,
and it's nice to get something new from that.
So the first thing that we will. Is this the same? This is the same sprue twice. Ooh. Okay, so we have two of these, which are the new sprue, and each one of these they've been putting out as a brand new sprue, and this time it comes with two of them. The previous two only came with one extra sprue.
Oh wow.
So I hope that's not a mistake. And these have breachable walls, some extra little pipes and stuff that go around the board as cover, and the ones that are this one is actually probably one of my favorite pieces. It is a door guard. You put it against the door and the door can't open.
Oh yeah.
That one's cool. And
it's
then
like shoving a chair up against,
and then I have to flip this over for the little Kill Team board on the Kill Team board.
Play Kill Team while you play Kill Team.
That is everyone's favorite.
Yo, dog, I heard you like Kill Team.
So the reason, okay, I think I'm understanding. These two sprues together make this thing into one piece because they kind of like mirror each other.
Yeah.
But it coming with extra walls is great because everything else in here, as far as I know, is the same as the previous box, except missing the one sprue and adding those two.
Yeah, we.
So we're not going to go over those because those have been in two boxes now. Well,
yeah,
three boxes now with boarding actions.
I mentioned the moment you guys were talking about it on the Sunday Rundown that we called it on our boarding actions video. They're gonna add another sprue in there just to spite us. And
yeah, they did.
You're welcome. They did.
They just keep doing it. Who do we got first? Okay, so this is the sprue for the Cabalite team. It is what they've been doing with the Kill Team boxes is the first box of each season is two brand new teams. So this time that would be Into the Dark, two brand new teams, two brand new sprues rather. Mm-hmm. And then everyone after that for this season was an old sprue and an upgrade sprue to that old sprue. So this is the Cabalite Warriors, which I think is one of the ones that like kind of holds up. Because you look at like the racks and stuff like that, and they're, I mean, to be fair, they're still resin, but I think that these guys look fine. If you're a Dark Eldar fan, you probably already have a ton of these. Who? Drakari, sorry. But yeah, these look great. They're the Power from Pain guys, so they got the little chain whip sword thing. They got a little bird friend because every Kill Team needs a little animal friend.
Yeah.
But yeah, these are a nice little upgrade sprue to an existing kit.
Yeah. Speaking of animal friends, the RBTs have the best animal friend.
Yeah, they do.
He's right there.
He's right there. What?
Well, half of him is.
So yeah, we have the RBTs, which are the
Space Cops.
Space Cops. The Imperial Police is not what I would say because they're kind of like the guys that don't give a bleep. They walk into a room, arrest and or kill the people that they want, and then they're like, okay, job done.
Yeah.
They got tons of shields on here. They are very similar looking to the breachers because, you know, shields like regular guys and heavy armor, but these guys are very clearly RoboCop / Judge Dredd
Absolutely.
cops, where it's like I am justice, I am the law. Yeah, these guys look amazing. They've just been putting out banger sculpts over and over.
I don't make the rules. I just viciously enforce them.
Yeah. Again, we talked about the hat on the leader here. He could probably tone it down a little bit.
Yeah.
And the big speaker that he has telling everybody in the room to get down or we'll shoot you in the face. Probably could tone it down a little bit.
Yeah, just a little bit.
But other than that, these sculpts look great. I was really back and forth on whether I was going to get them, and I just have enough on my plate. I'm not going to pick them up right now.
Yeah, the fact that I haven't picked up the breachers yet makes me think that I'll probably just get these guys instead because they have the cool shotguns, the cool shields, and a dog.
All right, and then when we play against each other, it'll be 2 different armies instead of 2 of the same armies.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, and that's it for all of the kill team stuff. We have one more box to go over because this is all the same terrain. We don't got to talk about that again. One more box to go over if you want to slide that over there. We have
the kill teams. In the
oh yeah,
team
probably
box.
not put those back in the Warcry box. That would be bad.
Be very confused. Warcry game.
Last
my Warcry uses shotguns. Well, that's weird.
Whoops. Last but not least, we have the Sky Hunter Squadron for the Warhammer, Horus Heresy, Age of Darkness, Legion of Astartes, all the words.
Sky Hunter Squadron.
Sky Hunter Squadron. The only thing that really disappoints me about these is the flying stands. Their flying stands are getting better? Question mark.
Yeah.
But no one's a fan of the flying stands.
Never.
Please stop doing that. Do what you did with the Votan. Make them like hovering a little bit, but like touching a tactical rock.
Yeah.
I'd be okay with that. Just put it on everything. No more stands. We'll pop these open, and the thing that I am the most... they're on... Okay.
You cut that piece off.
Yeah. You cut the bottom little piece off. You cut the extra sprue gate off.
Yeah.
And then slap them on a 60 mil base. It's pretty big.
Looks about right.
Comes with some Horus Heresy vehicle transfers for Imperial Fists?
That is
Iron Hands? One of the two. Imperial
That's
Fists or
Imperial
Iron Hands.
Fists.
It's Imperial Fists. And then the Horus, Sons of Horus, who eventually got turned into Black Legion.
For the 2 poster children of the Horus Heresy, basically.
If you want anything else, go to Forge World, I guess.
Yeah, good luck.
So we're going to line a couple of these up. Think I could do 3. I think... Yes, these 2 are the same sprue, and this is a separate sprue. So we have 2 sets of these, and one of these and one of these. All right. That is a whole lot of bits on that sprue, and the legs are in fact separate.
Nice.
Which was the number one thing I was interested in because again, Necromunda has my soul. I feel like I should have a little like sticker that has just my face, just Necromunda has my soul.
Necromunda approved.
Yep, Necromunda approved. And yeah, these would make great bikes in any game because hover bikes are cool. Don't tell the Adeptus Custodes about it because they totally have the last jet bikes in existence. Wink, wink.
Yeah, when they lost the technology of it, of course, the Golden Boys got all the ones that were left.
Yeah. So yeah, they look decently customizable. There's a few weapon options. There's
Volkite Culverin, Multi-Melta, and Plasma Cannon.
Nice.
Looks super easily magnetized from the way it is.
So. They're just like slotted into the front of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see right here. It has just a little like slot back here. Plasma. Oh yeah, that's easy to magnetize.
Yeah, that's like you guys talk a lot about like mounted stuff being easier to like sub-assembly and stuff like that. I've noticed a lot of kits that they're starting to make it seemingly easier to magnetize. Yeah.
Which is funny because I've had kits that are like specifically difficult to magnetize.
Yeah.
Mostly the older ones, like the Lord of Change. I attempted to magnetize the Lord of Change to get either the sword or the wand.
Yeah, I'm mostly meaning like recent kits.
Yeah.
Like
the more recent kits are getting what I mean is they're getting better about it.
Yeah.
because the Lord of Change, it was like this part of the muscle arm has to be used on both sides, but then something further up can't be used. So you'd have to magnetize like 4 different bits in the same arm.
Right.
But now they're like, yeah, go for it, magnetize it. Which
We understand.
I am perfectly okay with.
Same.
The more stuff like that, the better. Heck, I have my my Venerable Dreadnought. Doesn't even need a magnet. You just pull the ranged arm off, put the other ranged arm in, done.
Yep.
And I love it. I love stuff like that. Because the more options, the better. It doesn't make me buy less stuff. It makes me, because I'm not gonna go like, well, I need 3 with plasma and I need 3 with Meltos, so I guess I'm gonna buy 2 kits.
Right.
It's like, no, I'm just gonna build the plasma ones and then be done.
Yeah, it's for like, you're probably still gonna buy multiple bike squads for whatever army and Horus Heresy is good for them.
Yeah.
But maybe you want to try out different weapons.
Yeah. Yep. It's great. I am not a Horus Heresy player.
Me neither yet.
But I mentioned in the Sunday rundown that I thought these guys were going to be Forge World, and I am wholly glad that they are not. Please, the more Horus Heresy stuff that comes out in plastic, the better.
Yeah, that's like kind of what I
Forge
said
World.
In our first video of the year. I want to say was I'm looking forward to Horus Heresy. The more plastic stuff comes out.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's going to be it. We've gone over all the releases for this week. Next week looks to be a little bit slower, which is okay with me because there was an absolute ton of stuff today.
It's another good week for Josh.
Another good week for Josh.
Getting a lot of guard stuff.
Yep. So, are you picking up any of this? Are you a huge Warcry fan? Are you after those RBTs? And it is pronounced RBTs. They put a video about it.
I'm still gonna say R-Bites because it's funny.
It's also Lieutenant.
Lieutenant.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, leave a comment below on what you're gonna name your RBT's dog.
You were you looking to pre-order some of this and couldn't? Just like a ton of people. Like I said, hopefully that's gonna be fixed
Hopefully.
very soon. All right. For Mitchell's Rundown, I'm Mitchell.
And I'm Cody.
Bye.
Bye.